Hey, what's up guys, I'm Luis. Welcome back to my channel. In part 1, previously we talked about the global SEO strategies that includes the site URL structure and the Search Console deployments and implementations. And in this video today, part 2, I will talk about the Google Merchant Center syndication and product-based content page optimization and all the other indirect SEO factors can impact and affect the global SEO strategies performance from my perspective and experience. So remember, subscribe my channel and turn on the notification bell because you can be notified every new video from my channel. So here we go. The number 3 is Google Merchant Center product listing syndication. COVID-19 indeed impacting a lot of the sectors. Some sectors are suffering from COVID-19, but some sectors like e-commerce are benefiting from COVID-19. Google is leveraging these market business opportunities and open up its Google Shopping results to unpaid, which means that it's organic product listing search result. For online retailers or e-commerce sellers, this change implies you can get free exposures to millions of people who comes to Google Shopping every day for their shopping needs. And you believe or not, the comparisons of before versus after activating Google Shopping syndication, the e-commerce website traffic from whom are considering to buy a product or ready to check out can increase at least 50%. Visitors and buyers prefer to go to Google Shopping page rather than to all information page result or the image page result. The reason is Google Shopping search results can facilitate the buyers or visitors to compare the pricing, to look into all details of a product. So in a way, it shortens the customer purchase journey. Google Shopping syndication product listing can boost your store conversion rates at the end. And now there are more than 60 countries that can access to SAG, the service that costs Google in Google Merchant Center. So the question is how merchant centers can work out with your global SEO strategies. And answer these questions, the argument is how to syndicate your product listing from different specific countries' websites automatically to your merchant center and can activate it and appear in the Google Shopping search results. I take Shopify as an example. I assume now you are using Shopify to list the products on the website to sell to the buyers, and you can use the Google Shopping plugins to collect with Google Merchant Center and syndicate all the product information automatically to Google Merchant Center, and Google Shopping can automatically show your latest product information in the search result. But the thing is, now you're warning a single website URL, a website for a specific country, and a GMC account can now use to work with one URL. Unless now you just want us to use one website to sell all your products to all the countries globally. But if we want us to localize the language or the products portfolios, it includes the pricing or the others promotions to a specific local country, I think you also need an MCA. Google Merchant MCA account is short for multi-client accounts. Multi-client accounts allows a person or companies to submit the product data feed for multi-domains. You can apply for MCA accounts in Google Merchant Center, Health Center, and after you get the access to MCA account, you find out you're starting a website URL you're using, the top level domain will becomes the master level account, and under this account you can add the other subdomain or the other subfolder URL path and create a new Merchant Center account for that specific country. And back to the Shopify setting, I take Japan for example. If you already created the subfolder path for Japan markets and then upload and list the Japanese product information on the Shopify CMS, and at the same time already set up to use the Google Shopping plugin syndicate with the specific Japan Google Merchant Center account, now all the Japan's products, like saying the test, the inventory in store, the SKU or the barcode or the pricing, etc., can be syndicated to Google Merchant account, and then when the visitor or the buyers search in the google.co.jp and then go to the Google Shopping pages, they can find your products specific for Japan country. But there is one thing you have to be aware is different countries have different policies in terms of the e-commerce sellers or the product selling. So don't take it for granted that the Japan's product information can be updated or uploaded to career market? I would say no. It's the best for you to go to Google Business Center, Health Center to look for the information, like see the local policy, the image, photos, materials requirements, or the tax rate, shipping information, etc. I think it's the best way for you to make all the things in place. The number 4 is product-based content page. A lot of the product information I come across on the eCommerce website, the information about the product are too short to let the potential buyers understand what the product is and what is the product selling point and what is the difference with other competitors. Some of the terrible listing is just to show the product name and nothing more. I think that is pretty terrible for Google SEO. Describe your product items by using the keywords or the terms that the people would use and search for. For example, the brand name, the product category, the product device model numbers, or the product quality grade and the sizes, etc. Which areas the information can be helpful for the people to find your product in the search result. And ultimately, people will make decisions to check out on your e-commerce website based on this clear and simple product information. From Google SEO perspective, on each specific country website, you have to track 2 main primary categories. If those primary category information are all in place with proper keywords and fit in the Google Merchant Center listing requirements. They are the front-end content optimization and the back-end content optimizations. I'm not going to go into too details in each item I list here, front-end and back-end. There are numbers of items you need to pay attention to and optimize. Because I shoot the other videos about Amazon product page optimization, I think there's some of the methodology is similar with each other. You can refer to the other video and find some tips on the photo optimizations or the backend keywords optimizations. But I want to specifically highlight 4 things here. The first one is the product title. There are 2 types of product titles you need to be aware. The first one is the H1 headline. Is specifically for the buyers when they come to your pages and they can look at your products, brand name, product category, and this kind of information will be shown in the product page when they come to your website. The other product title you need to be aware is the meta title. In fact, Google Merchant Center would index this meta title and show to the search result rather than the H1, I mean the headline product title. So you need to control routes to title, characters, limitations, and shows all the core informations. And this way can improve the click-through rates when the users search this kind of keywords and come across your informations in the Google Shopping search result. And the second thing is about the customer review. So as I mentioned previously in the other video is most of the customers believe that their final decisions to purchase a product or not are influenced by the customer review and the product rating. So in your CMS platforms or Shopify platform, you need to already set up the customer review sessions and also syndicate with the Google customer review system. All the customer review stars will show in the Google Shopping search results. And if you don't have these stars and customer review, I mean the positive one, but your competitors show lots of the customer review after they buy this product, I think that will be seriously impact your SEO performance. I'm not going to go into details in these sessions about how to implement customer review strategies. I will shoot the other videos about customer review session and show which plugins like saying trust me or the buzzer voice plugin you should leverage and how to collect the customer review from the buyers after they check out and what is the automatic communication approaches you can use. I will to update and release the article and video on the other day. The third one is Google Field. Just now I talked about is the front-end content which are used to engage with the customer who visit your website by using the clear and easy understanding title and description to have a better engagement rate. And also the information shown in the Google Shopping search result, like in the product title and descriptions. But when we talk about the SEO optimization, we're not just talking about the efficiency, communications, experience with your website and the customers, and also talking about the efficiency between your website and the Google Robots. So Google View is used for that specific reason. When we talk about the SEO, Google Robots, crawling or indexing, we emphasize one thing or not is the crawlability budget. Google Robots will not spend all their times to crawl and index all the editorial information from your pages. It's a better way you can show them some keywords or key information from each product. So Google View can net use to add some core primary keywords to net the Robots to understand what your product is and what is the selling point. Nice thing, you can add some keywords in the Google View, the product color, the product condition is a new one, is second hand, or the product customized purpose. Nice thing, is a promotional product or is a regular BAU product? What is the product status? Is a single individual product or it is a bundle deals for the customers? So all this information is the Robots want us to know and show to their searchers in the Google Shopping result, which is standing out with the other competitors. And the last word is the cannot detect. I think when we're talking about the product pages, some of the common topic we will discuss or not is about the duplicate content, because from SEO perspective, there's one URL only to show one product, but in fact, when you have a product page, you have lots of different colors, sizes that might be used to dynamic parameters to change the product page content. And in this way, I think a lot of the time, Google will put it as a duplicate content because all the other information, nice in the title, custom review description, are all the same or among different variations, nice color or the size. And in this case, you need to leverage canonical test a kind of the redirect functions for Google Robots to understand which is the default page, and all the other variation content informations from this same page are not duplicated with the default page. The last word is the other indirect Google SEO factors. There are lots of things that are not directly looked at or considered by Google SEO algorithm. But from my perspective, I would say the final SEO goal is to engage our web customers better and convert them as our customer and retain this customer relationship moving forward. So there was quite a lot of the factors like website communication, which includes the languages, the content message, and also the customer purchase journey experience are critical in the whole Google SEO performance. First of all is the shopping cart and the checkout pages. Normally, these pages are not indexed by Google Robots because this information are not helpful for any searchers in Google Shopping results, so we can set the robot test to block and which are not indexed by Google Robots. But the point is, we need to double check if the shopping cart or the checkout pages language is consistent with our other pages in local website. Basically, these kinds of the pages are hosted into different platforms. Checkout and the shopping cart normally are hosted on the e-commerce platform, and pages, blog posts, or the other pages can host on the CMS platform. So it is very easy for us to ignore to translate the shopping cart or the checkout page language information and just use the by default language provided by the e-commerce platform. You can imagine if a Japanese customer come to your page, very appealing product information there and make a decision to check out, but when she or he come to the shopping cart or the checkout page, you find out it's in English. That might seriously impact the conversion rate at the end. The second one I'd like to talk about is the newsletter subscription and the email automation. I assume now your web store SEO performance is doing pretty well, and you put a lot of effort, and you can drive a lot of the organic traffic to the website and then convert them into the new subscribers. But the point is, we find out the email performance is not as well as the other markets. Sometimes we don't need to make things too complex. Before we look into the SEO strategies, if have something wrong or not, please double check the email language. Maybe, for example, in Japan, maybe your customer speak Japanese, receive a welcome email message is in English. She or he doesn't really understand what you're talking about. And even though you already attached some promotion code, redemption codes to call them buy your products immediately, Honestly, she or he might don't understand where can use this code and where the code now is placed. So making sure the email communication language is translated into local one is pretty important. The third one is affiliate program. Affiliate marketing is one of the best approaches to earn traffic and pay costs by sales, particularly when you are just starting a business in a new market. I personally agree on one point that much traffic to a page doesn't mean too much to SEO performance. It is not a direct impact factors to SEO performance. But I would say it's a way too much easier to appeal and attract the Google robots to crawl and index your page. And if your page with very good SEO deployment and your page traffic keep increasing from the other resources, I believe that it's much easier to get higher ranking than all the other pages from competitors. And you know, affiliate marketing strategy should vary by different countries because, for example, Japan, Rakuten affiliate network is very strong and focused on Japan local publishers, but at the same time, CJ, Sharecell, or Pepperjam is very strong in United States rather than Japan. So you need to double check whether your current commission scheme United States can be adaptable to local Japan as well. Otherwise, if your commission scheme is not competitive or attractive enough, you will lose the opportunities to recruit the new publishers in Japan. And because you're losing the opportunities to recruiting the new publishers in Japan, you might less opportunities to earn traffic and turning traffic into new subscriber and turn into sales, and at the end impacts your business in the new market. So I would suggest you to double check the language, of course, in your local website, whether translated into the local language, but at the same time update the commission scheme numbers in the affiliate program as well. The next one I would say is the customer service and online chatbot. In-time response to customers are critical in e-commerce website business. According to a survey conducted by a third-party research company, normally customer satisfaction is not only about what you're selling, but how you respond to their comments, review, and complaints. You can imagine a Japanese customer purchase journey on the website. You know, she or he might come from Google Japan SEO search results and then find out your product is appealing, your price is pretty attractive. So finally make a decision to check out. But due to some reasons, like saying delays to arrive at the destination, she or he might leave the comments to campaign on your on-site chatbots. But the point is, the auto-reply chatbot is still in English, so she or he doesn't really understand what your message it is. So you can imagine how it impacts your final performance, and natural needs to increase the refund rate, etc. at the end. So basically, I suggest you double check all the customer service platform, like saying Zendesk or the on-site chatbot platform, whether all the message already translated into the local languages, and all the pricing information or the detailed information should be in place. It's about it for the video. Part 1 and Part 2 about Google SEO strategies are finished. I hope you guys can find some helpful tips and tactics applied to your e-commerce website Google SEO strategies or executions, and avoid wasting time back and forward on some SEO fundamental infrastructure issues, which you can resolve them in a much earlier stage before you invest more dollars on your business. If you guys have any feedback, questions, or ideas about this video, please feel free to comment in the box below the video. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe my channel, and turn on the notification bell because it always means a lot to the channel. Until the next video, I will catch up with you guys very soon. See you next time. Bye bye.